Let me show you my fancy setup today. How about that? Look like a coal miner. Alright, here we go. Alright, here we go. No sidewalks in the neighborhood, which is unfortunate, but lots of good long streets to walk. You wouldn't think that 8 o'clock's that early, but at least in our neighborhood, it's not a lot going on. That's what I've noticed since we moved to Florida, is that the hustle and the bustle is not as prevalent as when we lived in uptown Charlotte, which makes sense. Uptown Charlotte is almost the center. Well, it's in the northern part of the city, but lots of activities there. Buses running all the time, traffic. Here in Florida, the life is a little less paced, which I like. One thing I have wanted to ask you guys about is, what do you think, do most of you guys wake up to an alarm clock? Since I've been working on my own, I used to didn't sleep much at all. And then of course, you know, they say that if you don't get enough sleep, that's going to be bad for your health. And so I've really kind of embraced the idea of going to sleep when I'm tired and sleeping as long as possible. I still only sleep maybe 6.5, 7 hours a night, if that. It'd be very rare for me to get beyond 7 hours, but I don't set an alarm anymore. And I did used to get up early and get a lot of stuff done. You know, time to myself, and it would give good time for exercise and stuff like that, but I don't know if it's worth the sacrifice of the sleep. Where do you guys fall in this forcing yourself to wake up and get stuff done, or do you take it as it comes? I know it's different for everybody. Like if you have to be somewhere, if you have a job, you got to be at a certain time, that it's definitely gonna change the perspective on it. But I don't think I'm ready to set an alarm clock every day. I'm really enjoying not needing to do that. I don't know what the temperature is. It feels like it's got, feels like it's got to be in its 80s. Let's see. The weather app on the iPhone says 79 degrees, so that's good. I'm out before it's hot. The neighborhoods are nice here. You know, for the last couple years we did live in kind of a more urban area in Charlotte. So to have these kind of different neighborhoods is pretty cool. It's cool to see the lawns and foliage, a lot of trees and such in Charlotte. But yeah, some really pretty stuff here in Florida. We've got like one of these pink and red trees behind our house, and they're really starting to bloom right now. So I'm doing my best not to direct you guys directly into the sun, so I'm gonna have to go on a little extra long walk to make sure I get 15 minutes for you guys to share in on, but feeling pretty good. I'm at 8 minutes on my counter. One exciting thing is, my wife told me yesterday that we've ordered some sort of Instapot, which I don't even think I know what that is. But she said whatever she ordered was a cross between like a crock pot and an air fryer. It's like an Instapot Crisp or something like that. And we did some searches on YouTube for weight loss with Instapot and found a bunch of recipes. So there's been some requests for what are we eating, and I'm a little hesitant to, you know, start showing food and stuff like that, because it seems like when people get hypercritical, you're not eating the right thing. And you know, the point of us doing this is not really it's just to be encouraging, not necessarily to say what we're doing is the right thing. And everybody has that opinion. So, but even with that in mind, I think what we will do is possibly take some of the more popular recipes for the Instapot and maybe add some food videos if you guys are into that. I do love these palm trees. It's a nice reminder that we are in Florida. You don't see those everywhere. Nice big palm. All right, let's talk a little bit about why we think we can't lose weight. I guess from my own life experience, so the most weight I ever lost was 80 pounds over a 4-month period in 2008. Well, I take that back. I lost probably 50 pounds one summer when I was about 21, 22 by playing tennis all summer. Every day I would get up, my friend would come to the apartment complex, we'd play tennis for 3 hours, we'd drink gallons of water because we sweated it all out, and then I lost weight. And that's probably the last time I was in the low 200s. But in 2008, I went from 340 down to 260, 258 I think was the best, size 34 pants, which was amazing. And the way I did that was I was on Weight Watchers, and I exercised a lot, and did that over a 6-month period. So in half a year, I lost 80 pounds. I was in really good shape for me, best shape I'd been in a while. And then I just stopped doing it. I got a little bit of an injury, and so I think if I wanted to pinpoint what I do to lose weight, it's be consistent, make good food choices. You know, don't eat sugar and high carbs every meal, which is what I tend to do when I'm not, you know, paying attention. And then exercise. It's like, it's not magical. It's just 2 simple things: eat better, move more. And I think the times that I gain weight is when I just disregard that completely. And that's probably the same for everybody else. It's so weird. I don't necessarily have any kind of reason to be physically active, so I have to choose to do that. And for some reason, it's easy to choose not to do that. I like the idea of an accountability partner, but you know, the challenge for my wife and I is that we kind of like to enable each other more so than we like to push each other. And it's what I really want to try to find is that balance where weight loss isn't such a hyper intensive thing. And maybe that's the only way it works, where you have to be all consumed by it. But for me, I don't necessarily want to be all consumed by it, if that makes any sense. But I don't know if there's a path to get it done without that kind of being all consumed by it. So makes it hard. 100% makes it hard. And then you get that shame when you don't do well, or you see others do well and you're not doing well. You're like, well, it's not even worth trying. But we know it's worth trying, right? Because we got to be healthy. How are you guys doing? You getting it done? This one's hard to time. Well, I'm almost a mile in. I don't know where I'm at though. And I'm rubbing a blister on my foot because my socks have pulled down. Whew. The challenge I realized about walking a mile from the house is you're a mile from the house. Gotta walk back. I didn't plan this very well. Guess my pro tip for today is make sure you got on the right socks for your tennis shoes. Haven't had this problem as of yet, but for some reason today I have a significant blister forming on the back of my foot and it's hurting. We still got a little ways to go to get home. I know this gets easier, but man, this is the part I hate. Just trying to get any kind of conditioning to be able to walk and breathe. The sweat. Been in the pool every day for at least 30 minutes every day, and treading water, doing squats, exercising, but I don't think my heart rate ever really gets up. Makes me think you got to get out to get your fitness back on some level. The water's good for the joints for sure, but I don't know what's good for the breathing. Certainly is pretty over here. Love it when it's quiet and cool. I mean, if you can call 80 degrees cool. I got a good sweat on right now. Some legit sweat going on. The big boy. This hat's not helping, it's very hot. Gotta find a better way to do this camera. We're getting close. This is further than I've been walking, and I kind of made the mistake of just keep going and ended up a little further out than I wanted. Didn't bring the water with me. I'm regretting all those things. But let my challenge be maybe a warning to you, and hopefully you're still walking right now, getting it done. What's it say? Ooh, almost a mile and a half. 30 minutes. All right, home stretch, one more turn. We'll be back at the house. Let's check the totals. All right, we find ourselves back where we began. That was a good walk, more than I thought. Here's the stats. Over a mile, didn't think I was gonna walk that. How did you guys do today? Did you get in some time? Hope you did. Thank you so much for stopping by. My name's Tony. I have to lose weight. This is my vlog, and we'll see you on the next one. Bye.